Good morning, I am Praveen Kumar from Mechanical Engineering branch. My topic is 3D curvilinear motion. What is curvilinear motion? General curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion is defined as motion that occurs when a particle travels along a curved path. The curved path can be in 2 dimensions or in 3 dimensions. This type of motion is more complex than rectilinear motion. 3-dimensional curvilinear motion describes the most general case of motion for a particle. To find the velocity and acceleration of particle, experiencing curvilinear motion commonly needs to know the position of the particle as a function of time. Let's say we are given the position of a particle in 3-dimensional Cartesian x, y, z coordinates with respect time, where xp equal to xp of t, yp equal to yp of t, zp equal to zp of t. Here the diagram has given z x y p zp yp. The velocity of the particle is given by Vx is equal to dxp by dt, Vy equal to dyp by dt, Vz equal to dzp by dt. Velocity of a particle in 3 dimensions for a curvilinear motion. The acceleration of the particle p is given by ax equal to d square xp by dt square, ay equal to d square yp by dt square, az equal to d square zp by dt square. As you can see, if we know the position of a particle as a function of time, it is fairly simple exercise to find the velocity and acceleration. You simply take the first derivative to find the velocity and the second derivative to find the acceleration. Okay, now see the magnitude of the velocity of a particle p is given by Vp equal to under root of v square x plus v square y plus v square z. As we see the magnitude of velocity of particle in 3 dimensions for curvilinear motion. Ap equal to under root of a square x plus a square y plus az square. This is the magnitude of velocity of a particle in 3 dimensions for curvilinear motion. And Vp equal to under root of v square x plus v square y plus v square z. This is the magnitude of velocity of a particle. P is given by. Note that the direction of the velocity of the particle p is always tangent to the curve, that is, the path traveled denoted by the blue curve in the figure above, but the direction of acceleration is generally not tangent to the curve. However, the acceleration component tangent to the curve is equal to the time derivative of the magnitude of velocity of the particle p along the curve. In other words, if Vt is the magnitude of the particle velocity tangent to the curve, the acceleration component of the particle tangent to the curve at is simply at equal to dvt by dt. Acceleration component of a particle tangent to curve for curvilinear motion. In addition, the acceleration component normal to the curve an is given by an equal to v square t by r, where r is the radius of the curvature of the curve at a given point on the curve xp, yp, zp. These xp, yp, zp are the given points. The figure below illustrates the acceleration components at an end and at a given point on the curve xp, yp, zp. We shall see this figure. Here r is the radius of the circle of the best fit at point xp, yp, zp. Here 3 lines are taken x, y, z, and here p is the circle and r is the radius of the circle best fit at a point. Here the 3 points are xp, yp and zp. For the specific case where the path of the blue curve is given by y equal to f of x, two-dimensional motion, the radius of the curvature r is given by r equal to 1 plus dy dx of square whole, whole power 3 by 2 by d square y by dx square, where mod of x means the absolute value of x. For example, mod of minus 2.5 equal to 2.5 and mod of 3.1 equal to 3. However, it is usually not necessary to know the radius of curvature or along a curve, but nonetheless it is informative to understand it on the basis of its relationship to the normal acceleration. Example problem for curvilinear motion. Okay, we shall discuss one example problem. A slotted link is rotating about fixed point O with a counterclockwise angular velocity of 3 radius and a clockwise angular acceleration of 2 radius. The movement of the link is causing a rod to slide along the curved channel. As shown, the radius of the channel as a function of theta is given by r equal to 0.70 with r in meters and 0 in radians. Determine the velocity and the acceleration of the rod at theta equal to 45 degrees. Okay, here you must observe the figure given. For that solution, the angle theta equal to 45 degrees given is equal to pi by 4 radians. In the equation, counterclockwise angular velocity is positive and clockwise angular acceleration is negative, since it acts to slow down the rotational speed of the link. The radial velocity of the rod is given by equation 1. Vr equal to dr by dt equal to 0.7, where d theta by dt equal to 0.7 equal to 2.1 meters per second. The radial velocity is in the direction of increasing, or the radial acceleration of the rod is given by equation 2. Here equation is ai equal to d square r capital R by dt square minus capital R into d theta by dt whole square. 0.7 d square theta by dt square minus 0.7 half pi by 4 into 3 square, where 0.7 d square theta by dt square equal to minus 2 equal to 0.7 pi by 4, and by doing this we will get minus 6.35 meters square. The radial acceleration is in the direction of decreasing r. The circumferential acceleration of the rod is given by equation 4. AC equal to dr by dt dt by dt plus r d square theta by dt square. Here by doing this, by substituting this, we will get 13.7 meters per second. The circumferential acceleration is in the direction of increasing theta. Thank you.